On the table today, we are taking on the challenge of the LEGO architecture Great Pyramid of Giza.
Squeaksa?
No, Giza. The LEGO architecture Great Pyramid of Giza, set number 21058, 1,476 pieces, 18 and up. There's a lot of fascinating details on the back of this box.
That's because the pyramids were built by Squirrelians.
No, the pyramids weren't built by squirrel aliens. I imagine the box that the real Pyramid of Giza came in was absolutely enormous. And destroying the ancient seal and preserving box integrity. Tiny Chipmunk Squirrel, how did you get such a huge friend? Is that how you built the pyramids of Squeaksa? Well, watch out, we have some pieces incoming. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to do that. So how many bags do we have here? Let's start over. Inside the box, we start, of course, with the instructions to the LEGO Architecture Pyramid of Giza. Up front, we've got some very interesting squawks about how the pyramids are and what they did. And then, of course, a lot of building instructions to ponder. Then we have bag 1 of pieces. Start with a nice foundation. Bag 2 of pieces. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, the keystone maybe, 7, and 8 bags. So you can see I've already pretty much built the pyramid. It's in its correct shape. That was much faster than anticipated. I get the rest of the day off. Thanks for watching. That's what I have to say about that. No. We've got to actually construct this how it looks like on the box. Let's get this sorted out and see what we have in bag 1. Very interesting. The base of this pyramid does not seem to be constructed by one central large base plate, but instead a bunch of mini base plates. Fascinating squirrel architecture. It says here that the Great Pyramid was believed to have been a tomb for Khufu, a pharaoh of the 4th dynasty. The 481-foot tall pyramid took 27 years to construct and would remain the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. 27 years! That's just about the amount of time it took to build this before I used the time-lapse feature to speed it up. So that's what's under the Great Pyramid of Giza. I always thought there might be squummies under there, but there is the base. Hey look, I can reach right through it. It says here the hieroglyphic nameplate on the front of the pyramid shows the ancient name Khufu's horizon. Yet I keep seeing Tiny Chipmunk Squirrel adding inscriptions to say Tiny Chipmunk Squirrel's magnificent house of acorn. You may have noticed I had a remarkably tough time with these front steps. The instructions called for 3 steps, but in the call-out they only showed placing 2. I placed 2 down and there was a huge gap. Finally realized we placed in 3. Uh-oh. That seems sort of critical. What? Are you serious? Why is this so complicated? Okay, this pyramid is a total curse. 3rd time's a charm, right? 3rd time's a charm. Okay, let's never, ever discuss stage 5 of the pyramid again, ever. Let that be sealed forever. In stage 5, we're done with that. We move on to stage 6. It says here that the ancient Pyramid of Giza was constructed with more than 2.3 million blocks of stone. I wonder why the Lego set only uses about 1,000 bricks of pieces then. It says here it is believed that the Great Pyramid had a capstone covered in gold to make it shine brilliantly in the sun. I wonder if that's why Tiny Chipmunk Squirrel keeps trying to steal it. constructed we have. Lego architecture, Great Pyramid of Giza. Great build overall. A nice display piece with lots of fine detail throughout. We have the front entrance water park zone where the ancient Egyptians used to slide down the pyramid and into these nice soft waters of the Nile. We have the Sacred Valley Squirrel Temple. Only this squirrel knows the exact location of the golden acorn inside the pyramid. I've never placed down so many weeded palm trees. Oh look, a ship delivering more acorns to the pyramid. These two tiny pyramids represent dead cat and dead dog. The squirrel thought it would be appropriate to place up front, as the squirrel took the large pyramid for itself. The squirrel constructors lived in this nice ritzy neighborhood up front, and this here could possibly be the very first Toys R Us, which makes this set all the more sad. The great squinkses here lined the road up to the front entrance of the pyramid. As for the main pyramid itself, what a doozy. It's somewhat breaking itself apart. It's so tightly packed together right now. These stones of sand are blocking it up all the way to the top. You'll notice though we only have half a mid. It's a half a mid. It's not a real pyramid. It's a half a mid. It is though slightly encouraged to spend double the money, build a second set, and sandwich them together. Realistically though, this takes up a ton of space. We're looking at a depth at about 12.5 inches by 14 inches wide. So if you do plan to get the double pyramid or the actual half a mid to a pyramid full, you're gonna want a lot of shelf space. So I think I'm going to keep mine as a half a mid. What is really fun and clever about this Lego architecture set though is the ability to the removal of the top-a-mid to the pyramid. We remove the top-a-mid and we can see how it was imagined that the half-a-mid was built. I mean, clearly, the more I look at this, yes, I agree, Squirrel aliens were involved with the construction of this build. There is no way that an 88-ton block inside here would be able to be lifted by squirrels into the Squirrel-a-mid half-a-mid. But it's still a pretty cool little representation of how maybe they could have done it with ramps, cranes, ropes, and banana peels. Also, over on the backside, we have an interesting cutout feature of what may be going on inside the mid-pyramid. Now this chamber here is clearly possible the Royal Acorn Vault, the main Royal Acorn Vault, where some of the most golden, packed, high nutritional value acorns are kept. However, this chamber below it could also possibly be the Royal Acorn Vault as a trap. It is pointing up to this chamber, but so far the squirrels are very adamant in not telling me where the exact location of the Royal Acorn Vault is. They have also inserted some venting to keep the acorns fresh. Oh, and down below you can see where you could peg in another half a mid to build a full pyramid. It can be a little challenging realigning the outer shell back onto your half a mid. I do believe looking inside the half a mid here, the Lego designers must have visited the Las Vegas Luxor pyramid building to how they constructed the inner sides of this shell. Feels like I'm inside a hotel right now. With a little bit of patience and some light wiggling, you should be able to get the outer half a mid back onto the inner half a mid to form your full half a mid. And again, I've noticed that many of these pieces are so tightly connected, you'll feel like they're slowly pulling themselves apart, so I'm slowly correcting and repressing in pieces. I think eventually everything will level out. So what a fun, entertaining, architectural, educational build this turned out to be. The Great Pyramid of Giza is always super interesting to explore and learn about, and I think the Lego architecture set delivered with that. It says here on this crudely scratched up post-it note, whoever disturbs the sacred acorn vault will unleash the horrific squummy that will unrelentlessly bury you in a billion layers of block.
Who disturbed the sacred acorn vault?
Uh-oh, I think I was the one.
How dare you steal the golden acorn?
It was an accident. It was an accident. It was just so shiny gold. Here, I'll give it back. I'll give it back.
Too late. You are now squarsed.
Ah, nuts. Well, I'll just put this sacred golden acorn back. Oh, man. Hate it when this happens.